Hi.
So, Clementine has decided to put on her Spithero costume as Maisie Schuyler. Apparently decided to have a little feast in the Gryffindor common room. On the floor, Clem sensed things were a bit off. Suspecting that the costume had something to do with it, Clem decided to put on her Spithero costume. I assume you've gone back up to the dormitory, Clem.
Yeah, I have.
You don the Spithero costume, placing it on, and you don't seem to notice anything out of the ordinary.
Oh, maybe it's not the costumes then.
But Maisie is still acting strange. And you know for certain that Rosie and Alex were acting strange as well.
Yeah.
Dress rehearsals have taken place. And Alex has taken a very similar role to a director. He's almost taken over your role as the director. How is that making you feel right now?
Pretty angry.
You've worked hard for
Livid.
this.
Yeah.
You wrote the screenplay, or the script rather, for the play, and you got everyone together to play these parts. You petitioned Headmistress McGonagall to make this happen. And now someone else is taking over. Not just someone else. One of your best friends. On top of that, you've barely been able to talk to your other friends. It's been a difficult day for you, Clem. You're feeling, I think, very alone, aren't you?
Yeah. Isolated.
How do you think the rest of the day goes for you? Do you stay isolated?
I do. In fact, I probably isolate even more.
There's a few people that try to talk to you as the day progresses. You're approached by fellow Gryffindors in the common room. People that are excited about the play. Some people that have heard of some things that have been going on during the dress rehearsals. There's been talk around the school. You can see people talking, chatting. You might even hear your name. Might even see them point. How does that make you feel?
It doesn't feel earned anymore. Because my best friend is seemingly betraying me to a certain level. I feel separated from the thing I cared so much about now.
It's a Friday. Dress rehearsals have just begun, and most of classes have wrapped up with a few exams and things left before the winter break. The rest of the day goes by, I would imagine, fairly slowly for you. Do you have a plan as to what to do next?
Well, I think that for most of the day, I've just been feeling this boiling rage and this sort of waffling about whether there's anything that I can do about it. But as the day has gone on, this resolve is entering me that I need to take the play back. By whatever means necessary.
Interesting. You don't really see your friends throughout most of the day. Eventually, Maisie, Lily, and the rest of the second year squad make their way back to the dorm. Maisie, do you go right to sleep?
Yeah, I go straight up to the dorm, straight into bed without getting ready or anything like that. Straight into bed, covers over my head, turn around, face the wall, don't engage with anybody.
You see Maisie do this, Clem. Olive still hasn't made her way back to the room, or at least back to the dorm yet. But Lily sort of looks at you sort of strangely, Clem. She just says, "Good night."
Good night.
She looks over towards Maisie, a little confused. Hey, where's Olive?
I don't respond.
I don't know.
Was she down in the common room?
The last that I saw her was... When was the last time I saw her? Would it have been the dress rehearsal? Yeah. Last time I saw her was at dress rehearsal.
Do you think she's still there?
I mean, maybe. Should I go get her?
Oh no, it's past curfew.
Well, that's bad.
Let me go have a look. I'll just look downstairs. Lily sort of gets up out of bed. Starts to walk down the stairs.
Can I get up and go with her?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'd like to do that.
Lily starts to walk down the stairs. There's a few students that are sort of still milling about. People are probably studying and whatnot into all hours of the night. As you make your way down the stairs, you can see Olive is being sort of forcefully pushed into the common room by Lily's sister, or cousin rather, Rose Granger Weasley. All right, Olive, come on. You're out past curfew.
If I could just get one more thing done, I just think that we're getting so close, and if you wouldn't mind, just a couple more hours of work will really make a big difference for the final result for the play.
No, I've told you a dozen times at least. You have to get back to bed. Don't you have an exam?
Just a few more minutes, though. Just a couple minutes, not even an hour. Just a little bit more, and I could really make a lot of progress.
No, you have to study for your exams. Or go to sleep. Either one.
Olive kind of like stares at her for a minute. and then just turns and walks straight up to the dorm.
You walk past Lily and Clem.
Olive?
And she's just muttering under her breath the whole time. She's like, right, so the last effect that we need to make sure works, we should double check that the throne is going to hold this time around. I think I got the rabbit illusion right. Chairs are ready. The fire sequence is looking
Olive?
good. Need to make sure that sparks
Olive?
trigger on time. Should make sure that there's
Olive.
adequate food, drinks,
Olive!
snacks, of course. And she just keeps going.
Well. Oh, Lily.
What's wrong? What's going
I think
on?
there's something wrong with the play or the costumes, some magic. Everyone's acting like how they're supposed to act. Like Alex kind of took over the play. He was referring to his knights.
I missed
And
one
I
dress rehearsal and everything goes crazy.
Yeah. It was pretty crazy. Maybe it wouldn't have been so crazy if you were there.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, I was a joke. It's fine. I don't really know what to do. I need to
Are they
get the
just
play
getting
back.
in character? I don't understand.
I think it's more extreme than that. I mean, Alex took the play from me and Maisie yelled at me.
Maisie yelled at you?
Yeah. And then I yelled at Maisie. And then I yelled at Alex. And then I yelled at Rosalina. And then I
Rosie?
punched someone else.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
what?
They were trying to grab me. They were knights and they were trying to grab me and bring me to the dungeon. And I was like, excuse me, don't touch me. Absolutely not. So I decked her pretty hard, actually.
Tell a prefect or
It's kind of awesome.
or anyone?
I went to Headmistress McGonagall, but she wasn't there, and then I went to Professor Flitwick, and he wasn't there. And then I came and I put the Smithrow costume on. It's just I don't understand. Like, they're my friends. How could they do this to me? You know?
I still don't understand. What do you mean Alex took over the play?
He's all like, he just started telling everyone what to do and they would only listen to him.
Alex?
Yeah. It's pretty scary, actually. I kind of nervous if he ever gets that kind of confidence. He could really take over some things, actually, now that I think about it. Let's hope Alex never becomes a politician.
How can I help?
I don't know. I mean, I was gonna tell Headmistress McGonagall, but she wasn't there. It just seems like no one's there, and maybe we just have to figure it out on our own. I mean, I'm happy to do that. I could do it all by myself.
But
They've
you're
made
not-
it so that I have to do it all by myself.
You're not all by yourself.
I mean,
Swaff.
Swaff is broken, Lily. Doesn't exist anymore. They broke it.
Look, it doesn't matter if they're a little mad right now. Swaff will always be Swaff. We have to help them.
What if they don't want help?
Then I don't know, we'll have to just talk it out.
Okay, good luck. You can go talk to Maisie, and I'll stand on the sidelines while you try to figure that out.
Just don't give up, Clem.
All right. They're about to find out that the number one thing that they dislike about me the most, which is my tenacity and stubbornness, is going to be exactly what's going to get us out of this situation. So,
Right. That's better, I suppose. Let's get some fresh sleep, and then tomorrow, we'll see if we can figure this out.
all right.
Right?
Yeah, okay. I know that I don't sound like it, but thanks.
Of course. Come on.
Okay.
Head back up to the dorm and try to sleep. Go ahead and make me a roll, please. Let's have you... I feel like you're probably gonna have to tough it out through this tonight. Okay, a 7. Take an appropriate condition. Get knocked out of position, putting you in more danger. That doesn't feel applicable. Or you lose something important. You're muted.
Something important. This may be very dramatic, so feel free to walk me off of this ledge. But I'm embodying the drama today. I think she might have lost her trust in Swath.
It's a rough night. Tossing and turning. But eventually, daylight breaks. People start to wake up. And I think that Olive is probably the first one to get up, is my guess. Olive, you're the first one to get up in the dormitory. Everyone else is fast asleep. What do you do?
Olive gets ready in a way that almost like feels rehearsed, you know? Like she's moving with such efficiency and such purpose. She's just completely focused on getting out the door and getting back to work as quickly as humanly possible. So you just see her gather her belongings very quickly, you know, change into a fresh set of robes, smooth out her hair a little bit, you know, tie it back so it's not in her face, and head out with her book bag as quickly as possible.
First thing on a Saturday. I think that you're probably allowed to go out like 7 a.m. maybe. So we see probably Olive, the only one in the entirety of the Gryffindor dormitory, who's leaving at 7 a.m. out through the portrait. Miss Everglade. Busy day?
And the first thing that I need to make sure I get done is check on the staff list. Second priority, I should probably double check that the effects are going to work in the plan because we didn't.
Miss Everglade, hello?
Did you need something?
Did I need something? Well, it's a good thing that you asked. You see, I have been in contact with Miss Goosanders about taking part in the play. She's made certain promises. You see?
Did you need me to coordinate something for you?
Well, I had heard some of the scuttlebutt that you were, the stage manager.
Yes, that's correct. And I do have a stage to manage, if you
It's
don't
very
mind.
early. I don't think anyone else is even up yet.
Well, that's on them, not on me, isn't it? So, if you'll excuse me.
I was just wondering, if, if it would be possible at all. I had spoken to Miss Goosanders about, possibly transporting my portrait to a place inside of the play area to take part. Would it be you that I would coordinate with that?
Yes, I will add it to my list. And Olive just pulls out probably what is like the longest scroll of parchment that she's ever owned. And it's almost comical. When she lifts it, she has to like shake it out, and it's her to-do list of everything. So she's kind of shaking it out and then rolling it up to make room, and then scrawls the little checkbox quickly, kind of like lifting her knee up so she can write on her leg. Yes, I'll see to it that it's handled, and someone will transport you shortly. Anything else? I'm in quite a rush.
Oh, well, I suppose you'll have to speak to the headmistress to make sure that there is someone to guard the door here for Gryffindor.
Yes, I'll do so right away. Thank you, Lady Magnolis.
Oh, of course, I'm happy to help, dear.
And she just spins on her heel and heads straight for Headmistress McGonagall's office.
Start to walk out and towards Headmistress McGonagall's office. Down the moving staircase. Throughout the school, there's barely any noise happening aside from the moving staircases. And you make your way to Headmistress McGonagall's office. In front of the headmistress's office, there is the book that you usually use to contact them.
Olive's going to fill it out very neatly, and in terms of like the subject line, she's just going to write transportation of Lady Magnolis's portrait for the play.
There's a moment before the spell takes effect. And you see the book close. And then you hear "Apologies, students, but unfortunately I am out of the office at the moment. It appears that you have missed my office hours. I would appreciate it if you return at a later time to speak with me. If there is any emergencies that need to take place, please contact the Vice Headmaster, Phileas Flitwick. Thank you."
And Olive is going to pick up her book bag, turn and head straight for Professor Flitwick's office.
Head to Professor Flitwick's office. Without the same bluster of Headmistress McGonagall's, you see a note on the door with office hours. On Saturday, there's short office hours available from noon till 5 p.m.
Olive is going to rip off a spare bit of parchment and scrawl a little note that just says, "We'll be back at noon to meet with you." And she'll sign her name and probably slide it under the door.
You slide it under the door.
And then she's going to head to their little play headquarters where they've been working on bringing everything together for the show.
Sure. Do you think that you're the only one that arrives this early?
I think some of the other students that kind of popped up this week and began helping out of nowhere with the show would have similarly gotten up at an early hour, and since they didn't need to talk to Lady McNolis and then go to the headmistress office and then Flitwick's office, like, I think she would have been the first person if not for those delays. So there are a couple people that have been filtering in for the past, 30 minutes or however long it's taken. But Olive is usually the first one there.
It's about what you'd expect. Eric Rollins is also there. He rushes up to you when you walk in.
Hello, Miss Everglade. How are you this Saturday?
Fine, thanks, Eric. You?
I'm doing well. You were up rather late last night, working on things. You even stayed after me.
Lots to do. Are you busy right now, Eric? What's on your to-do list?
I'm always busy, but I have at your service.
Right, please see to it if you see Professor Flitwick before I have a chance to catch him. Would you let him know I'm eager to speak to him?
Oh, yes. I spoke with him yesterday, and he said that he would be speaking to the students that you requested to work on said charms and things. If that's what you needed to speak with him about.
No, it was something else. So, do let him know if you see him again, all right?
Very well.
In the meantime, and Olive's gonna kind of sit down at her usual spot and kind of pat the seat next to her and kind of say, lots to be done, Eric.
Right. I'll get back to work.
Great. Thank you.
He rushes off. We switch scenes. Alexander. What does your sleeping arrangement look like in Ravenclaw at the moment?
A few more pillows. More than a few. Some extra blankets. A nice jug of water next to the bed. Things like that, yeah. Just a little more comfortable.
You arise for the day.
I think I'll go for breakfast. Need to start my day off right.
You can see that there is somebody waiting by the by the bedpost. Standing at attention.
Ah, good. Shall I have breakfast in bed today, or... No. People need to see me. Okay, we're heading to breakfast.
All right, King Bartolomeus, should I order anything for you before you arrive?
No, I'm feeling like... I think I'll see what's on offer. Going spur of the moment for today.
Of course, sir.
So much other planning to do. Should enjoy some things in the moment. Don't you agree?
Of course, sir.
Okay. Let's get going. Will anyone be joining us for breakfast, or...
Shall I see if Mr. Dogwood would like to join us, sir?
That'd be perfect. Please invite him. Thank you.
As you get ready, you're approached by Barney maybe 5 minutes later or so. He looks a bit sleepy-eyed.
Alex, what's going on?
I've invited you to breakfast.
Right. And why am I getting invited to breakfast?
Because you're good company.
You never really... Alright, let me rephrase then. Why is someone else asking for you to invite me to breakfast?
I have a lot of things, to think about and handle. So, I'm in charge of a lot. So there's people who take care of things for me, that's all.
Since when?
Well, let's not have conversations before breakfast. Breakfast first and then we can have a chat. If you're still in the mood.
Alright.
Good.
I'll
Let's head off then.
meet you down there then. I'm just gonna get freshened up.
Perfect. Right. Let's go.
Yes, sir. What is happening?
And off you go to breakfast. Rosie, where are you this morning?
Where's Clem?
You haven't seen her. She's not in the Hufflepuff common room or the dormitory.
I think that Rosie would be waiting outside of the Gryffindor common room then.
Okay. So, you approach up the stairs, heading up to the Gryffindor common room. To the portrait that you've seen some of the Gryffindors go through in the past. You see Lady Magnolis there. She's, talking to herself, do you think? As you approach, she's saying, "And I wonder, Spithero, Spithero?
It's Spithero? Did you space Spithero?
Oh, hello there, dear. How are you?
I'm great. Why were you talking about Spithero?
Oh, well, I've been promised a part in the play.
Which part is that?
Well, I'm not exactly sure yet. Just yet. I'm in talks with Miss Everglade and Miss Goosanders, of course. You understand?
Goose Sanders? Miss Goose Sanders? Have you seen Miss Goose Sanders today?
Not exactly, not yet, dear.
Okay, do you mind if I just stand here then and wait with you?
Well, if you'd like to rehearse some lines with me.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, sure, yeah.
Excellent.
Uh-huh.
I don't have a script per se, but
You can have mine. Here you go. I keep it with me everywhere. I got it in one of my pockets in my robe.
perhaps you could hold it up to the portrait.
Yeah. Here you go.
Oh, excellent. It's a bit hard to read.
I'm sorry.
Down and sort
Is
of
this better? So those you'll be reading is this one, that character right, that one.
Okay, and when it says the words demon, is that a real demon?
Yeah, they're demons. They're people that are demons.
Oh, I'm sure I wouldn't be playing a demon. That doesn't sound right for my complexion. Perhaps it could be. Oh, turn the page.
How's that one?
Once more.
I think that one says tree. You know, you seem very earthy, of the world. You know, you bring life and air to everything around you.
Perhaps we can leave it to someone else.
Great idea. I skipped 6 pages. Anyone on this one tickling your fancy?
Well, there's a king. Is there a queen? The queen feels right for me.
I'm not sure if there's a queen. I was so focused on Smithrow. Maybe we could pretend I could write some lines for you for the queen.
Oh, that's wonderful. You could write lines for the queen.
Yeah, okay. Your line is, dearest, how is the war going?
Dearest, how is the war going?
See, I think maybe you're really elongating war. Maybe we could shorten it down a bit.
Dearest, how is the war going?
Ooh, see, and that was beautiful. But I think that one was great. I think you sound very regal, very queen-like. Perhaps you could just open up and I could just peek inside.
Oh, no, dear, I wouldn't be allowed, you see. I am, in fact, the last
weird,
bastion of guardian of
Not
Gryffindor.
normally allowed to show people that aren't in the play the script either.
the portrait opens. Oh! You hear, woo! And Maisie begins to walk out.
Hey, Maisie, have you seen Clem?
I shoot her a scowl, but don't quite meet her eyes. I'm really bedraggled as well. I'm clearly not dressed as I in the kind of clean and presentable state that I usually
Didn't brush
would
your
be.
hair.
Yeah, I didn't brush my hair. Probably slept in my clothes from yesterday and still haven't changed them. And I just kind of shoot her a scowl, but at her feet, and turn on my heels and start walking across the staircase.
Lady Portrait, is there something on my shoes? Hey! Where's Clem? Why are you looking at my shoes like that? Where's Clem? That was weird, right?
Oh, yes, but don't mind her, dear. We should really get back to our lines. Very important.
Super important.
After all, this
definitely.
is Clem's play, right? So we wouldn't want to disappoint her.
That's true. Yeah, I definitely don't want to disappoint her. Okay, your next line that I made up is what are the demons doing here? I think they're in your bedroom.
Ah, the demons doing here?
It's a bit guttural on here.
Guttural.
Yeah, you were like
Yeah.
almost like you had
Projecting, dear. Don't we want to
Oh.
make sure that the people in the back can hear?
I have no doubt that anybody would have trouble hearing you. You have such a velvety, soft voice. I could hear it down the hallway.
Thank you.
Anytime.
Very kind.
That's great. Do you have the time?
The time?
Yeah, the time.
Oh, well, if you look over there, dear, you can possibly see outside. It's still very early.
Is that how you tell the time?
Well, until they hang up a clock.
What if I painted a watch on your arm?
Paint on my portrait? Do you have any sort of art background?
Well, my dad's a costume designer. My other dad's a chef. And I'm Rosalina. I think.
Yes, you are.
Okay, well that's good confirmation. I was just wondering if it's time, or maybe while we were practicing your lines, Clem snuck out and I didn't notice her.
Well, anything's possible, I suppose.
There's no secret exit to the Gryffindor common room, is there?
If there was, I wouldn't be able to tell you. But there isn't.
I don't know if I believe you, but also I feel like we're in this secret sharing group where I'm secretly sharing, you know, the script for the play, and you're secretly sharing whether or not you know if Clem's inside your doors.
Well, even if I did know, I wouldn't really be allowed to tell you, would I?
Well, I guess I actually have to go a few feet down the hallway and not practice lines with you anymore.
Try and convince her, please.
I was just checking to see that I don't have a relationship with the portrait, but I do not. Okay.
On an 8, it's a partial success. You can choose one from the 7 to 9 convince list.
They need proof. So I'm going to say they need proof, then I'll just start slowly walking away from her and like holding.
Wait, are you sure that Clementine is still here?
She's still there?
Yes, of course.
Your next line is guards, get him.
Guards, get him!
The vibrato on guards was stunning. I
have to avoid cracking glasses sometimes, dear.
Because your voice is, like I said earlier, velvety soft.
Thank you.
Velvety soft.
Inside the Gryffindor common room, Clem, you and Lily are getting ready to head out.
Yes.
All right, so what's the plan? Should probably eat something. Have you eaten anything?
I think so.
Did
Yesterday?
you eat anything last night?
Don't.
You have to be hungry.
I'm not. I mean, do we have time to eat?
There's always time to eat. At least that's what Rosie says.
That's true. That is what Rosie says. Okay, I guess I can have a quick something to eat before we go to the rehearsal room and sort everybody out.
Good, it'll help you think.
Yeah, okay.
Portrait swings open, and just outside, you see Rosie.
Oh, Rosie.
Hi, Clem. I'm
Hi.
waiting here for a while now.
How long?
A long time. And then Rosie hugs Clem, but super tight and a little longer than is acceptable for a hug with a friend.
Oh, Miss Goosanders, it's so pleasant to see you this morning. You seemed to be in such a state last night.
Oh. Yeah, sorry about that. Are you okay, Rosie?
Yeah, I'm great. I was just waiting.
We were
for
going
you.
over lines.
We were
lovely.
going over lines for the queen.
What queen?
Well, if there's a king, there really should be a queen, don't you think?
Oh.
Rosie's gonna grab Clem's hand and start skipping off and away from the portrait.
Yeah. As she does that, I'm trying to explain the importance of the lore.
Your voice is beautiful. She doesn't know. She has no idea.
If we could just speak for a moment about the part, I was thinking maybe that, I mean, I've already spoken with Miss Everglade. I was hoping that we could...
I feel kind of bad about that.
Yeah, me too. But let's do what I always do when I feel bad about something. Forget about it as quickly as possible and avoid it as much as I can.
Okay. Yeah, we can do that. Whatever you want to do, we can do.
How are you feeling today, Rosie?
I feel great. How do you feel?
All right.
I feel a bit confused about what's happening with the play. I don't really know what to do. I feel like everyone's gone crazy.
Oh.
Are you hungry? You must be hungry.
Yeah, I could eat. I would eat if you want to eat.
Yeah, let's go eat. Yeah.
Sure.
And then maybe we can come up with a plan for how we can take the play back from Alex and try and figure out what's going on with Maisie, other than
Any
just
plan
becoming...
you come up with, I am happy to stand by your side at.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Lily looks at you. Lily.
Something wrong, Lily?
Lily shakes her head. No.
I didn't think so. I'm starving, so we should...
Yeah, let's go eat some food.
Absolutely.
Make your way towards the Great Hall. Maisie, did you go to the Great Hall as well?
No, I went outside to the grounds to walk around.
Okay. So we don't see Maisie, but we see Alexander in the Great Hall.
Did you want to... Do you want me to stand in between you two?
No, it's okay. I've got it.
Do you want me to punch him?
No, it's all right. I've got it. I'm gonna walk up to him. Alex? Alex? Are you not even gonna look at me anymore?
Alex, Clem is trying to speak to you.
Sorry, what?
Alex, I'm really upset with the way that I feel you have taken over the play and my role in the play. And it hurts me because you are my friend.
Well said.
Yeah. It really was quite a mess, wasn't it? Yesterday.
Yes, and I'm sorry for yelling at you.
All is forgiven. Why don't you join me for breakfast?
I'm a little bit uncomfortable with the way you just said all is forgiven.
Do you not want forgiveness?
I want you to also recognize the ways in which you participated in the mess that was yesterday.
Right, yeah. I was wrong to call the guards on you.
You called the guards on her? What guards?
I mean, Barnabas. Just a moment.
Barnabas?
I could see that you were upset and I should have handled it better. But I feel like we can move past it and you can, take up your position once again. You served it well. and we can get back to work on the kingdom.
The play.
Right, but first the kingdom.
Yes.
Are you drinking wine, Alex?
You know,
How did you...
one must be allowed to indulge themselves at breakfast every now and then.
He's drinking wine? I can't even get a cup of coffee?
Where did you even get wine?
I mean, they have wine in the kitchens. Do you know somebody in the kitchens, Alex?
I have helpers all over the place, and it helps.
What does that even mean?
Alex, you don't seem like yourself at all.
I mean, I don't really know how to take that. You know, that's. I mean, you didn't seem yourself yesterday, and
I mean, I gotta be honest, it was pretty much me. The yelling and the punching is... that came from...
well, like I said, I'm happy to move on. All is forgiven. Let's get back to work and making things right.
Okay, and
making everything
you're
run
okay.
smoothly.
Yeah, you're okay essentially being... returning to your position as actor, playing the king in the play.
I'm very happy to be king, yeah. Could say I was born to it.
Okay.
I think I just threw up in my mouth listening to that.
Okay. You know what? I'm not feeling so hungry, Lily. I think I'm gonna go straight to dress rehearsals.
Please, we're almost finished here. You can, have what's left if you like.
Oh. Never would I ever say yes to that, actually. Thank you, Alex. I'll see you at rehearsal. Alexander Pippin playing the king in a play.
I thought Rosie was the only one that ever ate anyone else's food when they left. What are you even talking about, Alex?
I'm not eating that.
See, not even Rosie would eat it. Wait, what?
Rosie's not even hungry? What's happening?
Who would want to eat that food after you just said all those terrible things to Clem?
Okay, let's take a moment, everyone.
Take a moment?
Take a moment.
A moment? You're about to take a sword. Alex?
Oh, okay. We can tone all of this down. We don't need a repeat of yesterday. It really feels like maybe we should interact as little as possible until the play's done. It seems that power has gone to all of our heads, and none of us can handle show business. So we're going to lock it down.
I think I'm going to head and check in on people, see how they're doing.
Actually, that's what I'm doing right now. So why don't you enjoy the rest of your breakfast? You do have a lot of food left here, as I'm seeing. Waste not, want not. And I will see you for your performance in the play when I call you to do so. How about that?
So nice of you to take up responsibility. I think I could use a little bit of a longer breakfast. Maybe I'll go for a walk first on the grounds, and then I'll come check in, see how you're getting on. Sounds like a plan. It's good to have you back.
I'm going to leave this room because otherwise I'm gonna do something I'll regret. I'm trying to
following.
hold it all in.
Okay. You head out. I think Lily looks completely flabbergasted by the entire situation. And she stands up with you, Clem, and looks at you, Alex, and says,
Alex, you should be ashamed of yourself. I never thought I'd hear you talk like that.
Are you feeling okay?
I'm feeling just fine. But I think maybe you shouldn't be drinking that.
Like I said, an indulgence. Once a rare indulgence.
How old are you?
Lily storms off with Clem. Barney is just rubbernecking through the entire situation.
I just look at my nights. Strange morning.
Yes, a very strange morning. What's wrong with you? You've been acting very strange all day.
Do you think I've been acting strange? Sir Knight?
No, sir. Who even is that?
And what about you there, Sir Knight? Do you think I've been acting strange this morning?
I don't know who these people. They're not your friends.
I consider all my knights my friends.
Barney
to me
takes
and to
your
the kingdom.
wine. He grabs your wine and says,
This must be poison.
and he throws it like towards the ground.
Your concern is noted. Okay, perhaps you should get a little more rest. I think we interrupted Mr. Dogwood's sleep, and he could use some more rest. In the meantime, I think we'll take a quick walk in the grounds, get some fresh air, and then we'll check in on everyone.
Yes, sir. Get some rest. What is happening?
Good day, Barnabas. I get up and leave the table.
If you call me Barnabas again, I'm gonna hit you over the head with my wand.
I swat away the words. Right. Let's take a walk around the grounds.
And Alex goes to walk. The day continues on. Clem, you head to the auditorium with Lily and Rosie. And it's a bit of an emotional, I think, walk as you're leaving the scene.
Slow-mo sepia. Lily, did you see that? What am I supposed to do about that?
I don't know. He was acting so strange.
Ignore
Yeah,
him.
he was so rude.
He has no power anyways.
At least he sort of agreed, kind of. Not really, though.
No, that's not how people agree. That was the, oh, I'll give you an inch so that you can be happy with that inch while I take a mile. That's what that was.
Well, maybe once you get back into the auditorium, you can sort of get the play back on schedule.
Yeah. I will. And I'll do it without Alex if I have to. I will replace him, if need be.
You definitely could.
Rosie, just are you okay? Because you're agreeing with me like a lot, and while I know I'm correct, it is also strange to only hear that I am.
Wait, we don't normally disagree.
That's true. Yeah, all right. Okay.
Should I?
So, we're gonna have to, so, like, if Scorpius doesn't, get better in time, I'm just trying to figure out how we should rehearse, the kiss between Lyrina and Spithro.
What do you mean? We rehearse like everybody else rehearses. We just rehearse.
And that's okay. That's okay with you? I mean, if it's
Of
me
course.
and not Scorpius.
I mean, it's definitely just a play, so.
Yeah. Yes, definitely just a play. Totes a play. Yeah.
Did you want to work on that today then?
Yeah, okay, sure. We could do that today. That could be done today. I mean, we haven't done it yet, right? And we're getting really close to performance, and it's not been done yet.
We wouldn't want to go in completely unprepared.
Yeah. We want it to look real, right?
Exactly.
Right. Authenticity is the art of... Okay. Yeah. Today.
You arrive at the auditorium.
Okay, well, maybe we could schedule that for later in the afternoon, though. We can start with the earlier stuff. Right now.
Yeah, we can just do it now.
Well, like right here?
No, like on the
stage.
stage. We just got to the auditorium, Clem. We could just...
You don't think that's weird if I'm like, hey guys, okay, let's pause all rehearsals now. The scene between
Not only
Lyrina and
are you
Spithro.
the director, but you're also Spithro. You can do whatever you want.
Okay. Right now then. Right now then. Right now.
Should we open the
yeah,
door
let's
to
go
the
in.
auditorium?
Yeah. We
Okay.
can open that door. Mm-hmm.
Cool. We're gonna push the door open for Clem because she seems like maybe her hands are too sweaty to open the door right now.
Hands very sweaty. Crab bucket full.
Arm spaghetti.
Yeah.
You open the door, and the auditorium is super busy. There's loads of people in here. Lots of crew working. A lot of people you don't even recognize, Clem.
Oh, crew got bigger. I guess Olive is expanding the crew. Do I see Olive here?
I would think so. Olive,
Yeah.
where are you abouts here?
I think Olive is directing a group of older spellcasters to nail the timing of like weather charms for certain scenes. So she's walking them through doing like little hand motions and gestures and stuff that she'll be doing backstage to cue them for when to do these charms to change the weather on stage.
We see various little storm clouds and things sort of moving about. Little mini lightning and thunder going on.
Oh, that's okay. Quality had taken quite a jump. That's good.
And one more time from the top, everyone, places. If we could take it 3 lines back, maybe. Let's try that one again. And she's kind of just doing her little gestures like a conductor.
Clem, you start to take on the role here of the director. starting to get everybody into position. But you've been, I mean, it's been suggested to you that Rosie and you have a scene to rehearse.
Yeah.
Rosie's here. She's kind of standing there.
Okay, everyone. So
Listen up!
okay. We're going to do a quick rehearsal of the Spithro, Lyrina, scene where they first meet once again after decades of being apart and living in alone. Okay, so we're gonna do that. I'll be standing in place for Scorpius, but we want to still dress rehearse for our lovely actress here who's playing Lyrina. She needs to know, huh? Yeah.
Miss Goosanders, should I start up the music?
There's music now for this scene. Okay, yeah. Yes.
Lights. If we could get lighting.
Should I go change?
Olive kind of starts flipping through all of these parchments that she has, and she's like, page 76, everyone. The scene's on page 76. Follow your cues, and casters, if we could be at the ready with the effects. Thank you. In the wings, either side. Right, take it away.
Okay. Rosie, you walk into the castle after being escorted, right? You're an assassin and you're here to kill me, but you don't realize that it's me. So then you take one look at me and I take one look at you, and that's where we'll start, okay?
Right, yeah, of course.
Could it be? No.
Good. Spithro?
Lyrina? You look the same, but stronger.
I'm here to kill you, I think.
Well, why don't you?
I can't do that, Spithro. She throws down her sword. You know I can't do that.
It is your job. You've spent how long at it? It's what you came here to do, right?
Jobs can come and go, Spithro.
Lyrina, I'm different. I'm changed. I'm not a good person anymore. I'm not sure I ever was.
Lyrina steps towards you. I don't know how you could say that. I feel like you don't even know yourself, Spithro.
It's possible that I don't. It's possible that I forgot myself since I lost you all those years ago.
Maybe it's time you relearn who you are, Spithro.
Okay, sorry. Cut. We're gonna. Yeah. You know what? I just realized. I just realized. Actually, it's probably best if we just do this. I mean, that part was really good. It was really good. But maybe we should save that. Maybe we should save the kiss for the night, for the actual show opening night. You know, because then it's like. And then we can just, we could just improv. We can just throw in some improv, at some point in there.
There's
and
no
we can
room
just
for improvisation with the cues. We have lighting. We have
agree.
effects. We can't.
Okay, that's a
change
very
things
good.
on the fly.
Okay, that's a very, very good point. So let's not change things on the fly. But how about we just
The door
handle?
to the auditorium opens, and in walks Scorpius and Albus.
Oh,
Albus, like I was saying, I don't think you have to wear that costume everywhere. And what's with the attitude? It seems a bit unnecessary. Oh, hi, Clem.
hi.
Hi, Rosie.
Hello.
Hi, Olive.
Olive has already turned away and is back to talking to the casters with the weather charms, and you can just kind of hear her going, "It's very important tonally for this scene. You need to make sure you hit your mark, right? Reggie, I'm looking at you. You were a little late there. I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed."
Hi, Lily. Hi, Scorpius. Lily is like... She's like staring at Clem and Rosie wide-eyed, like looking back and forth.
I kind of wrench my eyes finally away from Rosie's. Hi, hey.
Hi. Look, I'm able to move my arm.
Oh, great. Perfect. So you can resume your role as Spithro, and we can continue on as regular. Great. Perfect. Let me just quickly change out of the costume so we can get it on you, even though it's strangely fits me quite well. And then we can do some rehearsals.
Excellent.
We were just rehearsing the kissing scene, the meeting up scene when Lyrina finally arrives at the...
Oh,
Yeah.
right now.
Yes. Though we're trying to try this thing where we save the kiss for opening night so that it still has that...
Is that normal?
As of right now, it is, yeah. I want that to have a very, a fresh experience for the audience to feel.
Well, I suppose,
We could just do some sort of like leaning in
Albus,
and then...
can you
and then-
stop growling?
Okay.
So, all right, if I suppose I can try on the costume and make sure
Yes.
everything fits.
Yeah, perfect. I'll
Do you
just
need help
go
getting
behind
the
this...
costume off?
Rosie, actually,
I think
no,
I
I'm
can
good.
handle it, Rosie.
Well,
I
no
didn't
one's gonna
mean
help me
you, I meant
take it off.
Clem.
Okay, I'm gonna take it off by myself. Thank you so much, though. I'm gonna go behind this curtain and change. No one peek.
Okay. Just the zipper's a little stuck on the back of that one.
Why do you know that?
What do you mean?
I mean, did you help her on with the costume?
I've touched the costume before. Not on anyone, I've touched the costume.
Why?
I touched most of the costumes. I was very helpful. I was helping.
All right.
What's it like to not feel helpful around the stage?
So, how do you feel about this scene in particular?
Our rehearsal was going well, I think.
I'm
Clem
sure
pulled out
Clem
last
was
second.
fantastic.
Yeah, incredible. It's like Spithro was here with me.
Well, he is.
He seems to be.
I tried the pose, and I don't know if it worked.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe the costume would help. It
Maybe.
seemed more.
All right, well, regardless, everyone's working very hard. There's so many more people here.
Yeah, I think that Clem just has such a big, aura about her that everybody just wanted to come and help.
Yes, she does. I think she's doing a fantastic job.
I agree. I'm excited for you, but I'm a little sad she won't get to play Spithro. They have such similar personalities.
I never really thought about it. I guess they do, don't they?
They do.
Huh.
Sorry. Okay, here's the costume.
Oh, thank you, Clem.
Here
I'll
you
just
go.
change into this and we can get started with the dress rehearsal.
Yeah, perfect. Okay.
So, Scorpius walks off to get changed. And I think it's about this point that Maisie walks in.
Who can I see as I walk in? Who's going to be in my most direct?
Probably Albus and Scorpius. And I don't think far from them, Clem, Rosie, Lily. Scorpius is taking the costume and he's about to walk off to the backstage area.
I walk up to Scorpius and like bash his shoulder. I do that like teenage in the hallway, like aggressive like, shoulder bump.
Maisie, what's wrong with you?
Yeah, what's wrong with you?
My arm was
Stupid boy.
broken yesterday.
So I heard.
That's unnecessary.
Could say the same about you.
Well, it appears that someone didn't have a very good breakfast.
It does.
I'm going to go change. Excuse me.
I storm to the kind of front row and take a very slumped seat in one of the chairs on the end.
Scorpius goes to change. Alex walks into the auditorium.
Good. Good. I start walking down towards the front. Everything seems to be going well.
Yes. Things are going well. Scorpius has returned. He's trying on his costume. We will continue dress rehearsals as expected. We are back on schedule, everyone, so we can all relax.
I think we're ahead of schedule in some cases.
Sure, yeah. That's
Kingdom's
a way
coming
that you
along
could say it.
nicely.
Okay, yeah. The play of a kingdom. Yes.
I mean, the physical kingdom. I mean, look at it. It's wonderful.
A lot of the props and things have come together rather quickly. I think we get the camera to get like a close-up view of like Olive, who looks very, very haggard. And you can see that there's probably some like cuts and scrapes and things on Olive's hands. If anyone has worked with a lot of crafts and things, your hands just get annihilated pretty easily. And we see that Olive's hands are just kind of like overworked. There's probably like the little muscle spasms that you get when you sort of have when you overwork your hands too much. And we can see that there's a lot of props and things that have been worked on. It's come along really well. There's some interesting lighting and things, and music and stuff has been put together. And I think as Alex says this, Clem, you realize, like, he's right. Very ahead of schedule.
Yeah. Very, very ahead of schedule.
And I walk over to Olive, and there's no one to thank more. I put my hands on her shoulders. And this lady here. Great work.
Olive takes like a half a second to, almost in the way that, like when you open a bag of food, your dog kind of goes, huh? Really fast, like their ears just go, and she kind of does that, hearing someone praise her and kind of looks and smiles and then immediately turns back and is like, right, lighting, if we could just try that again from the top one more time. Everyone back to places, thank you. And she kind of like puts her hand out and she's like, careful, try not to trample the moss. Very delicate, so just watch where you step, all right?
Of course, of course.
Thank you.
The camera sort of zooms out a little bit, and we see Clem's face as this is happening. Clem, what do you look like while you see Alex doing
Honestly, bewildered, confused, just no words, lost in a sea of no control.
These feelings continue throughout the rest of the weekend as rehearsals continue, and this sort of tenuous control that Clem has directing the group. More sort of strange situations occur between Swaff, and for all intents and purposes, you're able to keep things sort of under control. Alex has been doing a lot of micromanagement whenever possible. But you've gotten people to sort of stay on track. You're still waiting on a few costumes, specifically a few of the demon costumes. But Scorpius has claimed his role as Spithero. And strangely enough, Rosie hasn't been so agreeable over the last day or so. Maisie has remained distant and sort of angry. Olive has continued work. And exams and things continue over the course of the week. This next week goes by rather quickly. Clem, I'd like you to please make a convince roll. And then I'd like you to make a tough it out roll for me, please.
Mm-hmm.
The week has been difficult. You've gotten people to do what you have wanted them to. With some help. Behind the scenes from Alexander. I think you know a little bit about it. You know that he's sort of continued the micromanagement. Things have been getting done. The play looks like it's going to happen. It's on schedule. And while the next week comes and goes, and we have 1 week left before the play continues, we see an owl with a piece of mail in its claws, winding its way to a very interesting looking home. It flies past the mailbox, and we can see that it heads straight for a window. It's a rather interesting looking home. And on the letter, we catch a glimpse of the recipient. To Beanie Valance from Olive Everglade. There's a tapping at your window, Beanie.
Huh? What's... Oh. Oh, blasted window. All right, come on in. What is it?
You see an owl with a letter in its claws.
All right, what's this? Huh. Dear Miss Beanie, putting on a play based on my book? Well, of course I'm coming to that. I wouldn't miss that. When is it? When did this come? Next week. Well, I'll just come now. Joseph! I'm gonna need to pack. Yeah, one suitcase should do it.
I'll get your things together, ma'am.
Okay, great. Thank you. Could you have it ready in an hour? I'd like to leave right away.
Yes, ma'am.
Perfect. Miss
That-
Clementine. I can't wait to see what you've done.
And that is where we're going to take our break. If you haven't done so, please follow all of these wonderful people. Please make sure you're following all these wonderful people. I know things are a bit strange here today, but we are doing a very special set of episodes here for the end of this year's Witchcraft and Wizardry. We had to honor Murgle's 15-year-old self, who wrote just an amazing story. And I had to make it canon in the Witchcraft and Wizardry universe here. And we thought there was no one better to play Clem's idol, Clem's favorite author, Beanie Valance, than Murgle's favorite human being.
Don't make me cry, please.
You're gonna make me cry.
I'm crying.
Did anybody know what Phoebe's character was gonna be? We knew that she was on the cover.
It was a secret.
Oh, I love it.
So, welcome PB as our special guest today for the finale of the special. We're going to take a little bit of a break here, folks. Make sure you follow all of these wonderful people. They're fantastic role players. My God, seeing Alex like this is just so hurtful. And Maisie as well. It's so hurtful. But what an excellent job everyone's doing. Please make sure you're going to follow them. You can head on over to tablestory.tv/WAW to follow them in all the places. And make sure you're following PB as well. PB, the very wonderful...
Go to break so we can come back sooner. Go.
Make sure you're following PB as well. If you're here, you're probably following PB already, but just make sure you go do it. And we're going to take a little bit of a break. We'll be back in a few minutes. Hang tight for more of Demonlord and Desires. Back in just a little bit. Across the pool. Lyrena. I'm sorry, what was the line?
The line is... Sorry. The line is... You should kill me.
Lyrena. You should kill me.
I can't do that, Spithro. You know I can.
You must.
I won't do it, Spithro. I know who you truly are.
You know nothing about me. Nothing about who I really am.
I think you're wrong. I think it's time I show you that you're wrong.
Now? Now you want to show me?
Yes, Spithro.
How are you going to show me?
Irina leans in.
Spithro leans in. And suddenly, one of the lighting fixtures falls over. Horrific crash. And bits of magic begin to fly all about as we see several charms activated throughout the props on stage.
Quick, get down.
Should we stop?
Yeah, get off the stage for a
Okay,
second.
all right.
Who's in charge of the lights? Who's holding the light fixtures? Who's got that going down?
Sorry, that was my fault.
Okay, it's fine. Okay.
Don't worry, I'll
Nothing
have
can be
everything
done.
cleaned up in a moment. Sorry.
All right.
Eric
We can
begins
just take
to
a break.
rush in with some, with like a wheelbarrow.
All right, we can just take a break, everybody. Let's just take 5. If you want to grab something to drink, have some water, have a stretch.
Every time, Reggie, what did I tell you? And Olive storms off, and you can see her with her clipboard over her shoulder, and she's just going, "Now, the last time I spoke to you about this.
Really hate
All
to be
right.
Reggie right now.
Yeah, it would be pretty brutal. How are you finding everything, Scorpius?
Well, aside from the accidents and such, I think it was good. I'm sorry, I blanked on the line for a moment.
That's
I
all
don't know
right.
what that was.
That's fine. It happens. And Rosie, you doing all right? Are you?
Yeah, great.
Okay.
I think I think I should maybe take a moment and really think about the lines a little more. Maybe I'll.
Yeah, of course. Sure. Yeah, we can.
I
we
feel
can do
like
that.
everyone's sort of, looking at me.
Yeah,
All right.
Yeah, they are actually. That might be why you feel like that.
Yeah. It's all right. It's a heavy scene, so we can get you. Why don't you just take a break? We can rehearse another scene. So we can just put a pause on this one.
But you're doing so well, and you've been doing so well with all of your lines. It's really impressive.
Thank you. Sometimes I feel like. Sometimes I feel like you're the only one that, is really. Well, never mind. Thank you, Rosie.
I feel the same.
Scorpius walks off.
Right. Could we maybe, well, I guess next on the docket is scene with the king, and, actually, can we, sorry, could we all do a quick rehearsal with Spithro's mom? Maisie, it's been a while since we've had you on stage.
Well, I can't say I'm surprised. Well, it's your decision. Obviously.
Yeah, why don't we run the very beginning where you're sort of doing things. I'll just stand in for Scorpius for this moment. I'll just page read.
Which page are we picking it up from?
Page 2?
Page 2, everyone, taking it from page 2. If we could get quiet, please, while we rehearse. Thank you.
Quiet, please. I'll go speak with Scorpius.
Please. Thank you. And Olive walks off and is taking notes.
All right. Okay, so, Maisie, as you know, this is the very beginning when we see Spithro and his mom, and it's very important for us to understand that Spithro's a young boy and that his mom is quite hostile to him. So he doesn't really speak to her much in this opening sequence because he hasn't yet built up enough courage to speak back to her, or speak to her. Anyway, so it's going to be mostly, I mean, you know the lines, so I'll just stand here and I'll read with you.
Okay, boy. What do you want? Nothing. You just what?
Should we go out hunting today?
Are you going to catch anything today?
Well, that was the hope.
You better catch something today. Useless.
Yes.
Just like your father. Come on then, pick up the stuff, let's go!
Okay. I'm picking up the stuff. We're gonna pick up the stuff, okay?
You might want to go a little faster than that, Clem. It's not like, we're in a hurry or anything, obviously.
Okay, yeah, that fair point. I'm quickening the pace of picking up the stuff. What are we hunting for?
It's gonna be better than this, right? When Spithro is back.
When Scorpius is back, yes, playing Spithro, then it will be better. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm just a stand-in right now.
Believable.
Yeah, I don't have to be believable right now because I'm just standing in for him.
Yeah, it's just your show and your fashion, and you just definitely doesn't have to be believable. Just working with amateurs.
Okay, so let's continue with the hunting scene. We're going to hunt a rabbit.
I honestly don't see the point. If it's not going to be believable, if you're just going to walk in here and disrespect the scene, then I don't understand why there's any point in doing this. We're not going to get anywhere. I'm certainly not going to get any better with this playing against me.
Okay, how about this? I will perform as though I were in the role of Spithro. I won't just do a stand-in. How about that? Okay?
Let's see if you're capable.
All right, let's see.
Have we decided to stop with the sidebar and pick up the scene again?
We're picking up the scene again, yes.
Excuse you?
Yeah, I'm running lighting and effects, and all of those just went haywire when you stopped the scene without warning. So if I could get students back to their spots, please, thank you. Let's hold the effects until we see if the scene goes through this time, and
So I'll just give you written notice next time, is that it?
no, you'll just do the scene as it's written instead of having a sidebar at all, is what you'll do. So if you'd like to take it again.
It's what I will do.
All right, why don't we all just take a quick breather, okay?
I pull my wand out of my sleeve and I point it at Olive's script with all of the notes and stuff in it, and I cast Wingardium Leviosa. And I get a forward of 1 because it's a first year spell,
Correct.
and another forward of 1 because of my relationship with Olive.
Yes.
Oh,
So, what are you casting Wingardium Leviosa on?
I'm casting Wingardium Leviosa on the script in front of her. And yeah, papers. I imagine there's kind of papers everywhere and notes and cue sheets and stuff like that. All of that is going straight up. Wingardium Leviosa.
Maisie, I think that's a pretty bad idea. Why don't you just slowly lower those and
my
very
arm out to the side and block Clem, like push her to a side and behind me.
Olive pulls her wand up and points it at Maisie and yells, Expelliarmus!
Go ahead and cast a spell.
I'm just gonna add my relationship with Maisie.
Okay. A 9 is a partial success. What two things go wrong? There are side effects.
I would say one of the other players takes a condition. Like, I think Olive is so angry that the spell is almost like overpowered, and it's not just that it's making Maisie's wand fly out of her hand, it like has like a little ripple effect, and that energy kind of hits whoever's near her, which it sounds like if she was putting her arm out to block Clem, it would hit Clem. And definitely someone or something is alerted to the casting of the spell because she shouted very loudly.
Okay. Your wand goes flying, Maisie. Clem, you're hit by this energy that comes off of the casting of the spell. And you hear, "What is going on here?"
We're trying to make it through rehearsal, and she is disrupting the flow of the show and took my script out of my hand.
This is not how we behave, Miss Everglade!
It's certainly not, and yet it's
Miss Skylar!
You missed it. She was here, and she cast that spell at me, and my script went right out of my hands, and all I was trying to do was keep us on schedule.
I do not miss being a child.
I am terribly sorry, Miss Valence.
It's quite all right. It's quite all right.
They don't normally act this way. I don't know what is happening.
That's passion. That's what happens when people get passionate about things. Sure, it'll be all right.
Miss Everglade. Miss Skylar. Minus 25 points.
Ooh. I don't miss that either.
I'm scrambling around trying to find my wand still. See, look what you did, and you decided that it was better to have points deducted than to go the right way and let people do what is exactly what would have worked. You just throw it
Did you say Mrs. Valence?
Headmistress McGonagall casts a spell towards you, Maisie. Silencio! And you are now silent, Maisie.
Ooh.
I am terribly sorry, Miss Valence. I have never seen Miss
all right.
Skylar behave this way before.
All right. Oh, do carry on. Don't mind me.
As I was saying,
Oh,
we have a guest. Miss Beanie Valence, the author
it's
of...
Ms. Sorry, it's fine.
I believe you sent the letter, Miss Everglade.
You got my letter?
I did. How sweet of you to send for me. I wouldn't miss this for the world. Do get to me when you're done rehearsing. I wouldn't want to step in now.
Yes, absolutely. Can we get back to rehearsal now, Headmistress?
That depends. Miss Goosanders, may I speak with you for a moment?
Oh yes, which one is Clementine?
Well, this is Clementine here.
Oh. Beanie, nice to meet you.
Clementine Goosanders. Hi.
Hello, Miss Goosanders. I hear you wrote a play.
Well, you wrote a book, and then I adapted a play. It's not the same. I didn't really come up with anything new or exciting. It's all you.
Well, if it's all the same, I'd still love to watch. Is it all right if I sit in and watch what you've done so far?
Of course. Yeah. Okay.
Wonderful. I'm very excited to see it. And do give yourself credit. They're not the same thing, a book and a play. I'm excited to see what you've done.
Okay. I didn't really do much. It was all the crew and my amazing stage manager and honestly the brilliant actor who we have playing the king. He's also taken up a lot. We have a great team.
We'll have to work on that, won't we? That confidence.
What?
Oh, nothing. I'll sit over here. Is that all right?
Okay.
Does it span the whole book or just part of it?
The first book, the entirety of the first book, yeah. Well, we end with the...
Wow, in one play. That's impressive.
The script was pretty extensive. We had to cut it down quite a bit because the first adaptation that I did of it was the full. It was like 200 pages long. Anyway,
you should have seen my manuscript for the first book. It was atrocious.
Was it really,
they
long?
had to cut so much fat. Absolutely.
Oh.
So I understand completely. I'll just sit right over here.
Okay.
Lovely to meet you, Miss Goosanders.
Well, likewise.
Oh, isn't Mr. Malfoy in this play as well? I thought he was playing the main role.
Yeah, he's just taking a quick break because we had some issues with the props, and so he needed to get back into the headspace of our of Spithero. So that's what's happening there, and so we were doing some other stuff in the meantime. You wanted to speak with me, Headmistress?
Yes. If I could have a word with you for a moment. Perhaps Miss Valence could speak to Miss Everglade for just a bit about some of the props and such.
Oh, I would love to.
Would you like to see the enchantments that I've been working on? Because I think you're going to be really impressed by how we've really set the stage and established the tone and the lighting. Oh my goodness, well the lighting just tells the story on its own, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. And I would love to see what you've done. And don't mind me. I promise I won't butt my head in. I just want to see what you've created.
Right this way.
Now, Miss Goosanders,
Yes?
can you please explain to me what I walked into?
Oh, well, actually, I'm really glad that you're here because I don't know if you noticed yet, but I went to your office and I wrote that there was an emergency about a week ago.
Yes, I have in fact received several messages upon my return. Apologies, but I was dealing with a few unfortunate side effects of some of the things that happened earlier this year.
Yeah. Very important things. Sorry to have interrupted you ever at all. Well, so here's the thing. I think that there is something wrong with...
Something wrong indeed. I have never
my
seen
friend.
Miss Schuyler behave in such a way, and Miss Everglade, well, she has voiced her opinion on a few occasions.
Yeah. So the biggest issue here is that I think, and this is going to sound crazy, and I haven't really said this to anyone yet, really in words, because it sounds crazy to me, and I was afraid if I said it out loud that I'd really feel crazy. But I think that everyone is somehow possessed by the spirit of their character or job.
Go ahead and make a convince roll.
Okay.
A 9 is a partial success. How do you partially succeed?
I think they need proof.
What leads you to believe this, Miss Goosanders? Do you have any concrete evidence?
Okay, well, that's a concrete evidence is, first of all, very strong wordage on that one. And second of all, I'm not, okay, well, it's mostly anecdotal. So, Maisie, for example, is playing the mother. The mother is kind of, awful. And since she put the costume on, and, well, in the last week, she's become very awful. And also the king, Alex is playing the king, and he got knights to try and take me to the dungeons, and they listened to him.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, so that's why I went to your office. Everyone was gone, even Professor Flitwick wasn't here, and so I kind of figured I needed to just kind of like buckle up, Chief, and continue on as if nothing was happening.
When you say that he got knights, what exactly do you mean?
The students who are dressed as knights who are playing knights in the play, he told them to take me away, and then they started taking me away. He has them follow him. He had wine for breakfast.
Wine isn't allowed on school grounds.
He said he knew people in the kitchen.
It appears that I must have several conversations here. But for now, you say that you believe that they have become cursed in some way? Do you
Yes.
have any idea how that may be happening?
Well, I thought it was maybe the costumes. I mean, somehow everything became extremely high quality, and not like I'm complaining. Of course, I want what's best for the production, but it did seem a little bit strange that a crazy team of 12-year-olds and 13-year-olds and made a play that is to this quality. And the costumes were so good that I thought maybe putting the costumes on is what did it. And I put the costume on of Spithro because, well, Scorpius fell and broke his arm. He's fine now, and I stood in his place for a week. But I didn't really feel any different, not that I think.
So you think it's the costumes, but you wore one and you feel fine.
You see, when you say it like that, yes, it does sound outlandish, might be the word.
I
but
wonder, Miss Goosanders, if it may be possible that everyone is just getting into their role. However, I must admit I am rather concerned about Mr. Pippin and these knights that you say harass you.
Maisie yelled at me, and Alexander, he condescends to me. He's very condescending now. I feel like if you know him at all, and I'd hope that you would know your student base, that should be, evidence enough. Sorry, was that too far?
Yes, it was too far, but
I'm
I'll
so
have
sorry.
a conversation with Mr. Pippin regardless.
Okay. Sorry.
There he is
And,
now.
Remember, Scorpius, it's not what you think might be in their hearts. It's what you can inspire in their hearts.
For some reason, whenever you speak, I feel like I want to punch you in the face.
I'll try my best.
Why
to
are
take
you
that as a
speaking to me
compliment.
like this? It's not normal.
I think it's perfectly normal to be kind to one another. Is that?
You're not being kind, Alex. You're being condescending. There's a difference.
I think that's how you interpret it. I'm trying to help you. You know, just. I have a perspective that you don't. You feel like everyone's watching you. I felt that. I understand it. And, you know, that's how I do it. I don't worry about what's in people's hearts, but what I can inspire. And I thought maybe that would work for you.
I'm feeling very inspired right now. So inspired, in fact, that I think we should rehearse a specific scene. Do you know which one I'm talking about?
I could guess, but I believe that's up to Clem there, the director. She likes to make decisions like that. Or which scene gets rehearsed and whatnot.
She is the director. We should listen to Clem.
That's what I suggested. Do you want to go suggest we rehearse a different scene, or?
Yes, she is speaking to some... Am I wrong? Who is that person?
I believe that's the headmistress.
No, the person that's speaking to Olive.
Oh,
Why does she look very familiar?
don't believe I know that person.
I think it's great. The lights and everything. It's perfect. Really.
Well, I shall have someone introduce us.
Go for with that look over there.
Sir.
If it's at the stage for that scene.
Oh, that's perfect. That's such a good idea. I quite like it.
Excuse me?
We're just so happy you're here.
Sorry, Olive, who is this?
This is Miss
Thank you.
Beanie Valence.
Nice to meet you. You can just call me Beanie.
Beanie.
You know what? It's all right. You don't have to shake hands.
I love your books, they're the best. I've read them at least 3 times. Hello, it's so nice to meet you. I'm Scorpius Malfoy.
Scorpius, it's nice.
Yes.
It's nice to meet you.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you. Clem didn't say anything. I didn't know that you'd be here.
Oh, well, Olive sent for me, actually.
You
Did I
did.
not mention that to you, Scorpius?
I don't recall. I feel like I would remember, Olive.
Right.
Oh, that's all right. I'm here now. It's nice to meet you. Are you part of the stage crew, or are you an actor?
Well, I'm actually playing the main role of Spithero.
My boy! Congratulations. Would you mind? Could I just see a scene, maybe?
I had one in mind, but I think we should just inform Clem. I had a scene with King Bartholomeus here.
Oh, yes. I wouldn't want to overstep on Miss Goosander's plan. I know everything's probably very hectic, getting ready for the show and everything, and but I would love to see something, and all these beautiful stage effects that Olive has set up. I'd love to see something in action. Just one scene.
I do think, I mean, every scene bears repeating in rehearsal, right? We can't over-rehearse it. So,
I'm with Olive.
might as well, right?
Right. That seems like a good idea. I think maybe I should bring up to Clem the scene where Spithero deposes King Bartholomeus.
Right. Whichever scene you want. You go let Clem know, and I will ready the crew.
Excellent. I'll just run over to Clem. It's very nice to meet you, Miss Valence.
Nice to meet you as well. I went
and
to school with his father.
Oh, did you? What was it? No. Okay, no. All right. He's lovely though, really.
Oh yes,
really lovely.
Clearly very nice.
Yeah, but oh, good to know. Right this way, Miss Valence. And Olive's gonna kind of like sweep with her hand like imaginary dust off of a chair to kind of like make a show of making it nice for Beanie and kind of pat a seat for her. If you'd like, best spot in the house to great view of the stage, the lights, the effects. You can really take it all in.
Thank you.
And she's gonna run off with her clipboard.
Rosie, you've been watching kind of all this. What have you been doing?
I think that Rosie has just been kind of silently shadowing Scorpius, whatever he's doing. In a just far enough away that nobody says anything, but close enough that Scorpius probably knows.
You follow Scorpius and you sort of pass Maisie, who is silently fuming.
Maisie? You all right? Okay. Well, I don't know what just happened there. I'm
There's
gonna
a lot
go.
of hand gestures and things whirling about.
And a lot of foot banging, table banging.
I
Like
feel
passive-aggressive throwing of notes and huffing.
Yeah.
weirdly like maybe you need this alone time. Think about yourself and maybe how you've treated Scorpius and Clem. Or Spithero.
I walk to the doors leading to the auditorium. I kick them like we're talking like side karate kick them open.
There's like a noise for half a second and it mutes. And it's like
and what doesn't open?
no, it opens. It's just silent.
Okay. And I walk through it, turn around, and then kick it again. And again. I walk through the door, turn around, and kick it from the other side.
You can see the doors like rattling as she's kicking them, but there's almost no sound.
Oh dear.
Kind of sad, isn't it?
It is.
Scorpius walks over to you, Clem,
Yeah.
and Headmistress McGonagall. As you're sort of eyeballing Alexander, Scorpius is walking up the aisle towards you. Hello, Headmistress. Hello, Mr. Malfoy. I suppose you've spoken to Mr. Pippin. Oh, yes, we just had a conversation. Actually, I was going to speak to you, Clem, because I was considering just running through a scene for Miss Valence while she was here. I just spoke with her.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Anyone that she wants to see, we can.
The scene where Spithero deposes King Bartolomeus.
Okay, yeah, let's do that. Let's do that one. It's pretty. Yeah. Cool.
I know it's intense, but
You're gonna nail it.
thank you, Rosie. Been very supportive. It's quite nice.
Miss Sanders,
Uh-huh.
would you like to sit next to me?
Okay, yeah, let's run through the scene. I'm just gonna go. Headmistress, am I okay to go?
Yes. I suppose we can let Mr. Pippin do his scene first before I have a conversation with him.
Why
Is
don't
that
you
Miss
watch it?
Skylar banging on the door?
She's throwing a hissy fit. I think she's gonna be fine.
Perhaps I'll have a conversation with Miss Skylar while the scene is
do you
going
wanna-
on.
Okay.
I'll have to watch it later.
Have your wand out while you do that.
I initially start running and then quickly go and then start like casually walking.
Oh, we need to roll for this. We definitely need a roll for this. We're going to need you to convince Miss Beanie Valence of how cool you are. A 9! Okay, it's a partial success. You're partially cool.
Okay.
Did you decide on a scene?
Yeah, I think Scorpius suggested the deposing scene where, yeah, so we're going to do that one. It's
Very
a great
dramatic.
one. Very, very dramatic, very intense.
Yes,
We've got
absolutely.
some excellent actors who are
Should
very,
be very
method.
dramatic lighting and everything.
Yeah.
Wonderful. I can't wait to see what you all have done.
Okay. I hope you like it.
Oh, I'm sure I will.
Okay. All right, everybody, places.
We see the demons sort of line up by Scorpius off to the side of the stage. The knights and King Bartolomeus in the throne room begin to get sort of wheeled in and sort of loaded into the stage area with the props and such in the backgrounds. Olive begins to bring forth this like red intense lighting that starts to like crash onto the stage. We see this really intense sort of like red mixing with this sort of normal like white light, and I think light is coming in from the leaded windows that are part of the props around King Bartolomeus, and there is a magnificent sort of throne that's been built that we had problems with last time where Scorpius fell through. But there's sort of like, this is the throne before the vines and things have encircled it and whatnot.
Sorry, y'all are 13, right?
Yeah. Yes. Actually, I'm so sorry. I need to ask this question. What time of the year is it?
Well, it would be December.
So I think I just turned 14. Yeah, I just turned 14. Actually, 14. Some of us.
Don't mean to rob you of that. Congratulations, happy birthday. But that's just very impressive. That throne. It's a high quality, like a movie set.
Yeah, we've had some really incredible crew working on this. Mysteriously, it's very good.
Mysteriously?
Yeah, you know, they just started,
Clementine, are we ready?
Yes,
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
places?
Places, thank you. I had a little bit of theater myself.
Okay, oh, yeah, did it go well? Did you like it?
Oh yeah, for the time. But then I wanted a little bit more control than theater gave me. So then I turned to writing, where I did everything. And yep.
I think you're
You know-
13. I think you just turned 13.
Yeah, okay, sorry. Yeah, just turned 13. Sorry,
All right.
everyone.
Okay.
Bad with
That's all right.
time and math. Actually doing this, it's very exciting to work with so many people. But sometimes I do think about how nice it would be if I had a little bit, with variables, so many. variables.
Yes, well, and in my line of work, you run into people you can't really trust, and then it's a whole disaster, and someone's stealing your idea, and I don't want to bore you, but it can kind of be a
You're
war
never
zone.
boring me. I could listen to you all the time. I'm so sorry.
It's all right. Let's get on with the scene. They're waiting for us.
Yes. Okay.
We can talk later.
And action.
So, we see the prop fire start to boil in from the door.
Oh my!
A demon bursts through the front doors of the keep.
Oh God! That's very realistic. Is
We
that
see-
illusion magic or?
Stone start to crumple and fall onto the stage. The demons make their way into the castle, and we see the knights of King Bartolomeus rush forward. They begin to have a fight with the demons slaying knight after knight. They fall to the ground. And in walks Spithero.
Whoa, look at his costume.
He does look very good. I hope that you feel that he's represented well in our.
I just reach over and I
adaptation.
grab your hand and I squeeze it because I'm so excited and I don't take my eyes off the stage. This is so exciting.
King Bartolomeus! It is time for your reign to end. A new ruler takes these lands today. For I am Spithero!
Spithero walks forward towards the throne. And Scorpius pulls out a wand.
Oh. It's a little different.
He points it at King Bartolomeus. King Bartolomeus raises a wand.
I can feel the tension rising.
It doesn't have to be this way, Spithero.
I think it does.
Starting to go off script, Clem.
You may take the throne, but you'll never have the kingdom.
This
never
kingdom
understand
will
the
be
kingdom.
mine.
You don't even understand what that means.
Oh, good line. Did you write that? I didn't.
Lower your wand.
You lower
can help
yours.
You won't be helping
point.
anyone.
I point my wand at Spithero.
Are these real wands they're using?
Yeah, there.
Clementine, did you change
yeah,
the script?
Stupefy.
No, I didn't. Stop.
Alexander casts a spell.
Oh,
A 7.
Is a partial success. What goes wrong, Alexander?
I think someone's taking a condition.
Who do we think that this is?
The spell has a diminished effect. Anyone who is in that direction. I imagined he was stage right. Or stage left, rather.
So let's say that it's going to be... Do we think that this is Rosie near the stage?
I do. I think it's me.
Okay, what condition is it? Injured, upset, dazed, exhausted, jinxed?
Do I pick or does Alex pick?
You pick.
Okay. I think that she's injured.
Rosie takes a hit, and so does Scorpius, who sort of spins, but it looks like you didn't connect fully with the stupefy. He sort of spins and sprawls to the ground. At the
Oh my
same
God.
time that this is
So
happening,
realistic.
Maisie, the Silencio spell has been taken off by Headmistress McGonagall. And she says,
This play is getting awfully noisy. Well, Miss Schuyler, what do you have to say for yourself?
During this time, I've raised my wand and I point it towards Olive's scripts and things again, and I cast Incendio.
the scripts light on fire. But go ahead and give me the roll. Let's see what happens. Wow. 13.
Oh, my.
Scripts catch fire.
Oh.
As they catch fire, I move my wand across slightly so it extends across the table that they're all on.
I would like to put this fire out.
All right. Do you have a spell to do that?
Just give me 1 second. It's been a while since I've been in school or done anything really that requires any of this. Let's see. Yes, I'm going to say that I do, and you'll tell me what I have.
So you have a giant list of spells. I tried to. This is actually significantly smaller than the real spell list. But you are a graduated student.
Yes, I'm sure I have like water or something to put out this.
Yes.
All right.
However, we're going to keep things simple, and you're going to have to choose one from the list here.
Oh, all right. Well, balls. Okay. Is this protecting? Oh no. All right. I don't want that one. Can I maybe immobilis? Can I stop it? Can I freeze it in place with that?
You can give it a try.
Yeah, let's do that. I just
So,
want the flames
you
to freeze.
This is a level 2 spell. As a
right.
graduated bonus, you get to automatically succeed on any spells below 5th year.
Right.
So, what happens when you cast a spell?
Oh, it just stops. The flame just freezes like time has stopped.
Excellent.
Dude, what is going on?
I actually don't
Miss
know.
Goose Sanders?
This is highly irregular. Is everyone okay?
Miss Schuyler, what are you doing? Expelliarmus!
My notes.
Oh my head.
I was pointing my wand at Beanie when the Expelliarmus hit me. Just to clarify.
The wand is cast from your hand, Maisie. It flies off to the side.
I run towards Beanie with my hands outstretched.
I jump in front of her.
Oh dear.
I grab Clem around the neck.
Oh, absolutely not. You get your hands
her to
off
the
of her.
ground.
What is happening here?
I
gonna
punch her in the
cast-
face.
I'm gonna cast a spell at Maisie as soon as this happens.
We've got a bunch of things that are happening here all at once. So, what I'd like
I'm sorry.
is I need a struggle from Clem against Maisie. Olive, I'm sorry. Refresh what you were doing.
I'm going to be casting Petrificus Totalis on Maisie.
You can try and cast a spell. And let's see, Beanie, were you doing anything?
Yes. I think I panic. I'd like to do diminuendo on Macy and to shrink her down.
Okay. So,
Can I show courage in this situation?
you absolutely can.
I would like to show courage as my house benefit, please.
Excellent. So, everyone gets a house benefit, and they have 3 choices to select from. Maisie's is the Show Courage house benefit, and on a Show Courage success, what you get to do is you look fear in the eye and do not break. You gain a +1 forward when challenging it. So, Clem,
Yeah.
you try to punch Maisie in the face.
Yeah.
I think
I'm
what
trying
I'm
to
going to
get-
do here is we're going to lower the rolls by 1 because of Maisie's Show Courage. Here's how we'll
Okay.
handle that. So your 9 becomes an 8, which has
Yeah.
no effect, but you still have to struggle. And on a partial success with the struggle, you get to choose 1.
Why is this the hardest thing?
Because I'm playing intimidating music and it's the crescendo of the special.
Yeah, okay, that's it. Surprise them. I surprise her.
Okay. I think you're punched in the face, Maisie. And you also get your hands around Clem's neck. So, I'd
For
like...
the record, I just want to quickly clarify that I punched her after she put her hands on my neck, okay? I don't just randomly punch. She puts her hands on my neck, then I punch.
Sure.
That's just how it goes.
Both of you try to tough it out. Olive, you've rolled a 13 on your spell.
Sure did.
Very impressive.
Thank you, Miss Valence. I'm working on
In a
it.
situation like this, it's important.
So you cast what spell?
Petrificus Totalis.
That's a good one, too.
One of my favorites.
Okay. So we're going to deal with the tough it outs first. Clem, you succeed. You basically, you're getting strangled, but I guess your punch to Maisie's face sort of threw her off a little bit. And, Maisie, the hit took you off guard. Choose 2 from the 7 to 9 list of tough it out, please.
I am going to take a condition of upset, although I feel like upset in this situation translates quite firmly into anger. And I am also knocked out of position just off to the side of Clem. My hands are no longer a threat.
Okay. Olive, your Petrificus Totalis connects with Maisie. We see Maisie go rigid with her hands sort of outstretched, but just barely off of the neck of Clementine. Beanie, you cast a spell as well.
Yes. I just wanted to make her hands tiny so she didn't choke her, and I just wasn't thinking, and now she's the whole
body is
shrinking.
shrunk.
Yes, whoops. It was a mistake, really.
Yes.
Around my neck? Just like that.
I was
No,
just
the whole
trying
body
to
just
stop it from,
Okay.
her whole body just
Sort of looks
shrinks.
like Ant-Man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but she can't choke you with tiny hands, I thought. I thought it was a great idea.
Can we get her a car like Stuart Little has?
That'd be lovely, right?
Meanwhile, the scene on the stage is still taking place. We see Spithero, Scorpius, rise up with a wand. The demons start to run towards you as well, Alexander.
I cast Slippery Jinx on the floor ahead of me.
Cast a spell. Unfortunately, the spell backfires. And when you roll a 6, the backfire makes you take a condition. For each year past your current year of the spell that you attempted, add another condition. The Slippery Jinx is what year?
A first year.
A first year spell. So, this is just going to be the one condition for you. However, Rosie, you've just seen Spithero get knocked to the ground by Alexander. Or Scorpius knocked to the ground by King Bartolomeus? Which one is it?
Rosie's running. She has a head injury, but she's running. She's like, Spithero, are you okay?
You rush to Scorpius Spithero's side. He sort of looks at you. And he says, Irena! And he kisses you.
Oh, Rosie's very into it. So can I make just a clarification that there is just absolute chaos happening around us? Rosie, as Irena, is getting her first makeout with Spithero, aka Scorpius. That's all happening right now.
It's at this
and at
point.
the same time, Alex just got knocked out.
Alex has just taken a rebound from his wand. Alex, what condition did you take?
Dazed, I think. I
So-
wasn't expecting it to rebound on the king.
You're sort of shaking your head a little bit. And we hear Albus growling. And he sort of rushes towards you.
Oh,
He's rushing towards you, Alex.
I cast the trip jinx on him.
Go ahead.
you weren't kidding when you said meta.
A 9 is a partial success. What happens?
I think someone or something is alerted to the casting of the spell, because it's a third spell that I've cast. And I think the spell has a diminished effect because I'm dazed and I can't quite concentrate on it properly.
You begin to cast the spell, and you see Albus sort of trip and fall, sliding towards you. His hands sort of outstretched. He collides with the ground hard.
Oh,
And then, as he does so, your head starts to feel fuzzy. You feel strange. Rosie, you start to feel strange too. And everything starts to feel a little weird. Why are you doing this?
What's happening?
Why are we kissing?
I don't know. Why?
I don't think that I'm your type, and I'm a little confused.
I'm
Albus,
sorry.
I'm sorry.
What? Ow! What happened? Ow! Alex, did you cast a spell at me?
Yeah, and it also hit me. It hit me too, I think. My head is killing me.
I don't
what's going
feel
on
like
here?
I did, but I feel like I
don't
know
know.
I did. But I don't feel like I did.
Somebody have a cookie or something. I'm really hungry.
Olive,
may I cast a spell?
Olive, you start to emerge from the from some of the props that fell over, sort of rubbing your head a little bit.
Ooh. Does anyone else feel a bit unwell?
I feel very strange and
Beanie, you can cast your spell. What were you trying to cast?
Specialis Revelio. It reveals
Absolutely.
any spell cast on objects.
This you will have to cast. So you can click the
Yes.
little die right next to Specialis Revelio.
Perfect.
And you get a +2. So you can just put in a 2 to the modifier.
Right.
When you hit the roll, it'll be a pop-up. That is a full success. What does it look like when you cast this spell?
Well, my wand has been carved in the shape of a quill, which I think is quite cute. I think what we see is beautiful purple and like a very dark purple that spins out around the quill, and then it looks like ink splotches as it's coming through and around. And I want to reveal if there's something sinister, some magic being cast here in this production, in this space, on this stage, or on these clothes.
The purple begins to fall like little snowflakes down from the spell. And you can see that it's falling in certain directions. It lands upon all of the clothing of those in the play.
Is this Jello?
And you can see
Oh my.
that it has been cursed.
Jello?
Miss Everglade,
Yes, Miss Valence.
who was in charge of costuming?
Starting to remember a conversation that you had with Eric Rollins.
I remember speaking to Eric Rollins about it. He was my, assistant gopher.
All right, and I don't know who that is, but is he still your assistant?
After this, I don't know, but we should definitely find him to talk.
All right, excuse me, young lad there. I need you to go get the headmistress, please, right now.
Headmistress McGonagall is by the auditorium door. You can see she's walking forward down the aisle.
Oh, there you are. I'm afraid we have a bit of a problem.
I would say so.
Wasn't.
We need
Looks
to
like
find
the costumes.
We need to
Have you
find
ever
Eric
honest-
Rollins. We need to find
cheese?
Eric immediately.
Professor,
Really bad cheese.
It
Headmistress,
appears that they are in fact cursed.
I wouldn't do
I was
things
right.
like that.
Can
I
someone
was
unzip
right.
me?
I was right.
Someone unzip
Okay.
me. I don't want to be in this anymore.
Come here, Rosie.
Thank you. Thank you.
Miss Valence, if you could help
Gonna go
me,
change it.
please.
Oh, absolutely.
I believe
Say
that
no
we
more.
need to remove these curses immediately.
Absolutely. Say
Yeah, I'd
no
rather
more.
not have curses. I can.
I start doing that as well. Do I have something that does that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You do. You and Headmistress McGonagall begin removing the curses. We switch scenes. And we see Eric Rollins in one of the storage rooms nearby. The door opens. Who's the one that finds him?
I think Olive finds him.
I would hope it's me, but I don't want to step on anyone's toes if...
I think it's Olive.
Eric, we have been looking... Eric?
I'm sorry. I didn't know. I didn't know.
You didn't know what?
I didn't know. I saw everything happening and I didn't want to believe it.
Eric? Come here, okay? And she's gonna kind of bend down a little and pull him into a hug. It's okay, Eric.
I didn't want to let you down. Miss Everglade, I'm sorry.
Eric, you didn't let me down. You did a great job. And no one can expect you to see dark magic coming from a mile away.
I shouldn't have gone to that store.
What store did you go to, Eric?
There's a store in Diagon Alley.
Right, and what did you get from the store?
The costumes were all so cheap, and I know we were trying to stay on a budget.
Right. How did you know to go to that store? Did someone recommend it to you? It's okay, Eric. You can tell me. I won't be angry, I promise.
It was Miss Indigo. She told me that they were having a sale.
I'm sorry. I just want to make sure I understood correctly. By Miss Indigo, You mean Ashley Indigo. Eric? And Olive's gonna kind of put a hand under his chin to tilt him up to make eye contact. Eric, you did nothing wrong. You were a wonderful assistant to the stage manager. You were a wonderful assistant stage manager, alright?
But I ruined everything.
Eric, you didn't ruin anything. Ashley Indigo did.
Miss Goosenders is going to get in trouble, and they'll probably call off the play.
Worse things have happened in the world, okay? If the play gets called off, the play gets called off. But what's important is that no one got hurt worse than they already did, that we're all safe and sound now, and that we know what happened, and that the curse has been lifted, okay? I want you to repeat after me, okay, Eric? I did nothing wrong. Eric, come on.
I did nothing wrong.
Yeah, there you go. I'm a good assistant stage manager.
I'm a good assistant stage manager.
And I did my best, even though others interfered.
I did my best even though others interfered.
You did wonderful, Eric, and it's not your fault. Okay?
Thank you, Miss Everglade. You were a really good stage manager.
Oh, I don't think I was. I think I was off being cursed, running myself ragged and probably yelling a bit more than I would have otherwise. Not that much more though, let's be real.
I mean, before everything happened.
Thank you, Eric. I guess we'll just have to be the dynamic duo coming back for the next play, won't we?
You think there will be another one?
Of course there will. Why not? School's going to be talking about this one for months. Are you kidding?
I don't know if that's a good thing.
Well, you never do with gossip, but you can't stop people from talking about you, so all you can do is choose how you take it. And when I hear them talk, I take it in stride and say, no such thing as bad press for Olive Everglade. Or for Eric Rollins.
He smiles. We switch scenes. There's a very tense moment in Headmistress McGonagall's office as Ashley Indigo sits in a seat in front of her desk. Headmistress McGonagall takes her time walking around and she says,
Miss Indigo, I've had several students approach me recently about your involvement in a certain matter with the school's play that Miss Goosenders was directing.
I had nothing to do with it, Headmistress. I'm not a part of the play.
Interesting. There is certain testimony from various students that say they saw you speaking with Mr. Eric Rollins.
So, he's another student. I can't speak with him? It seems strange, Headmistress.
does it now? Mr. Rollins says that you directed him to a certain store in Diagon Alley.
There are lots of stores in Diagon Alley. What does this mean?
It means that several costumes for the play were cursed.
I'm sorry, Headmistress. I don't understand. Are you saying that I had something to do with this? That seems ridiculous, if I must say. I merely had a conversation with Eric. I was cheering him on for this play. I mean, let's be honest. A play about demons over the winter solstice? It seems a bit strange, but I was trying to support Eric.
Were you now? Miss Indigo, I want you to be well aware that curses and hexes against other students here at Hogwarts are treated very seriously, and your involvement will be investigated thoroughly.
Well, Headmistress, I'm not worried. I had no part in it.
We'll have to see about that, Miss Indigo. Until then, I want you nowhere near any of the actors or crew for this play, and you will be investigated thoroughly. You may leave.
Yes, Headmistress. And Ashley walks out of the office. We switch scenes. The auditorium is being cleaned up. Clem, your play has had a bit of a difficult time here. Miss Valence was witness to it. How are you feeling right now?
Well, I wish that maybe not death, but is there like something further than death, like a level of non-existence that is not, it's non-corporeal even, you know, just a minus, a negative to existing. That would be great. The bucket of crabs is, it's an ocean of crabs. The bucket is lost within the ocean.
Miss Goosanders.
Yes, Miss Valence?
You know, Demonlord wasn't my first book. Did you know that?
Well, I didn't really actually know the order in which you wrote your books.
Well, the first book I wrote was absolute, it was a shit show, excuse my language. It was a disaster. They wouldn't even publish it. I got all the way to the end of the book, and I couldn't come up with an ending that I liked.
But you're a genius.
Oh no. No.
Yeah.
No. I write what I know. And you shouldn't don't take this too hard, all right? This is only your first book, your first show. There will be more to come. And what I did see was great. Just don't let this stop you, all right?
Okay. I'm really sorry that we kind of ruined your book.
Oh, are you kidding me? This has given me life. It's given me inspiration for another book. I'll dedicate it to you. How's that?
Really?
Of course.
Oh,
Honestly, I was having a bit of writer's block myself. But do you know what the whole series is about?
it's about how, loneliness? I don't...
Maybe a little bit. But deep down, it's about authenticity. Do you know what I mean by that?
Like being true to yourself?
Yes. But also in everything around you, right? The real curse is ego. And you see that in the first book. We saw a little bit of that here, right?
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Right. Well, the time I wrote it, I didn't know who I could trust or, if my friends were really my friends anymore, and, my agent betrayed me and all this crazy stuff, and I wrote that, and sure, I dressed it up, and, Spithro wonders, will he ever be truly loved? Does anyone really love him? But, when I wrote it, that felt real to me. But as I grew, so did the story. So it doesn't matter what you write or how you dress it up, as long as at the core of what you're writing or putting on stage is real, then it will resonate with people.
Okay, I think I can do that. Scary though, isn't it? Sounds really scary.
Being yourself? Being honest?
Yeah.
Well, it is, but I mean, what warriors do we have nowadays, Miss Goosanders?
I don't know.
Warriors like you, or your friend Olive over there, or everyone on stage or in this crew. The warriors of truth, right? That's what you're doing when you're writing a story, even if it's about a Demonlord, and it's the heart of it's real. So you're showing someone else the truth. You're showing someone else your gooey underbelly, and they see it and they recognize themselves. You're helping someone by being honest.
Well, you helped me by being honest.
I'm very happy to hear that. You're a wonderful storyteller, Miss Goosanders. I can't wait to see what you do next. Be sure to invite me.
Okay,
Promise?
I promise.
All right. I mean it.
Okay. I mean the promise.
All right.
And can I be honest?
Oh, your performance was amazing. I mean. Yeah.
I'm feeling a little woozy and funny, and things are spinning a little bit. And
Oh dear. May I cast a healing spell?
things are wonky.
Sure can.
I believe it's Episky. Is that right? Episky. Heal minor injuries.
What level is that spell? What year is that spell?
Oh dear God.
It says it right next to it.
Got it.
Okay, go ahead and cast it.
I'm casting. Oh dear. That didn't go so well.
Apparently, you're not so great with healing spells. There's a
Who needs to do that anyway?
yeah. There's a sort of strange fart-like sound that comes from the wand.
Oh,
Oh,
I meant to do that.
And yeah, Beanie, you're gonna take a condition.
Oh, sure.
Can I take the condition for her?
No, absolutely not. You adorable child. All right. Woo. Where do I choose these conditions?
Very top.
Oh, I see. All right. Oh, can we go with exhausted?
Sure.
All right. Oh, well. What a day. Miss Goose Sanders. What a day.
Yeah. Honestly, it's kind of a shame. All this work is still here. Everything still looks amazing, and we still have the costumes. They're not cursed anymore. They were pretty great.
I think that's a great idea. And you know what? I think you and Olive can sit together and write up a new script. You don't need mine.
Oh. Okay.
Let's see what Miss Goose Sanders has to say.
Okay. Do you like dark creatures by any chance?
Oh, I love them. I absolutely love them.
Me too.
You see the camera slowly start to zoom out.
I just find them absolutely fascinating.
Can I go to the hospital?
And the camera continues to zoom out until we see a far-off scene of Hogwarts in the distance. And that's the end of year 2.
Yo, Maisie is still frozen and tiny.
She would have. She's just like she's a little like on the carpet, like 6 inches tall.
You can't see her in the fade out.
Great job, everybody.
You
Oh my God.
guys.
Great job. Well done. Well done.
Waff is potentially saved?
Oh my God,
Hopefully.
so saved.
Yeah, thank
So
you
saved.
for saving Swaff.
Oh, I didn't do it. Oh, I didn't do it. The curse lifted and you all did it.
Just so you know, the curse basically needed somebody to take a condition for it to get knocked off.
Aw, come on.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
I should have been punching way sooner.
Yeah, you were really behind on the punching there.
I know.
Yeah, you actually ended the curse of the night that you hit.
What did I actually?
Yeah.
Oh,
Guys.
wow.
Guys, all powerful.
Oh my gosh.
Channel and spit throw.
Who needs magic when you've got physical violence?
Yeah, basically just had to slap him out of it. Snap him out of it.
Clem
Whichever you
literally
prefer.
forgets in high stress situations that she's a wizard, and so she just defaults to muggle ways of interaction. That's why that happens.
So
Violence.
much.
Yeah.
The most muggle thing you could do. Violence. Well done, everybody. What an excellent second year here in Witchcraft and Wizardry. Thank you all so much for joining us. It was an absolute pleasure, and a big shout out and thank you to PB for joining us as our special guest.
Are you kidding? I'm so glad I could be a part of 5 minutes of the show, let alone an entire episode. I'm a huge fan, so it was just a little dream come true for PB here. So thank you. That was good.
So happy to have you. Thank you so much. We also had some Quidditch going on during the show. We had some Quidditch going on. I think we'll do that first before we go around and do some shout outs and things. Because we have some very interesting.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I love that you just now realized you had to see the message.
Oh,
It's okay. It's all right. Well, I think every single one of our guests has sworn.
I think everyone's done it once.
Yeah,
sorry.
it's okay. So we have some winners for Quidditch. If you don't know what I'm talking about, inside of our Discord, we have Quidditch matches that run periodically during the show at various times. You can join us on the Discord by heading on over to tablestory.tv/Discord. I also have a link in the chat there. And speaking inside the Witchcraft and Wizardry channels. We've got one for Quidditch, Witchcraft and Wizardry itself, and for any feedback you have on the rules and stuff that I put out. And we have Quidditch, a Quidditch bot that was made by Kujio, and basically what it does is people that are talking in those channels get added to a list, and you get sorted automatically into a house. Please don't hold Kujio responsible for getting sorted into a house that you don't like or something. It's purely for balance sake. It's so that we get even numbers in houses, and the bot will assign people that have spoken in those channels to various positions on the Quidditch teams that get going in the channel, so you can get hype along with the bot and the matches that are going on, and it's a really cool thing. And they will also contribute towards the points that are at the top of the screen there. And we have two winners. Hufflepuff and Ravenclaw have won the Quidditch matches, gaining 50 more points for their houses.
That's my house, you know. Ravenclaw. Good job, everyone.
So, our final tally of house points. Gryffindor, 130. Next, in third place, Ravenclaw at 270. In second place, Slytherin with 275. And in first place, Hufflepuff with 355.
Let's go!
Hufflepuff dominated in Quidditch this year. Did a big set of wins for Hufflepuff, getting them dominating.
Such a big dominate, Hufflepuff.
Well done. Congratulations to Hufflepuff. Congratulations. And we're going to go around the room, and we're going to do our year 2 shout-outs to wrap things up. Zgonicus, would you be so kind as to start us off, please?
I'd love to. Hi everyone, I'm Zgonicus. I played Alexander Pepin, and then Alexander Pepin playing King Bartolomeus, and then Alexander Pepin who thought he was King Bartolomeus. And that was fun. You can hang out with me, Zgonicus, on all the internet places. You can find more of my role-playing here on Table Story. Just check the past shows. There's a bunch of them that I've been fortunate enough to be on, most recent of which you can check out the Gone special, the Next Year Skybearers, that's available on the podcast places, so check that out. If you loved Gone, then you'll love that. I guarantee it, I'm in it, so sorry. But yeah, I'd also like you to follow me on Twitter and go to my Twitter page, check my pinned tweet, give that a watch. I'd really appreciate that. Thanks very much.
Thank you, buddy. Mega Oryx.
Oh gosh, that was an emotional end. I cried so much. I feel so deflated now. Hi, I'm Mega Oryx. I'm a full-time variety streamer on Twitch. I'm also a host, a tabletop RPG player, obviously, and I co-created a book club on Twitch that's having its monthly meeting this Saturday the 13th at around 6:30 p.m. Pacific, 9:30 p.m. Eastern.
You'll be reading Demonlord.
We're not, but I should get a copy so we could do that. We're finishing.
I guess I gotta write a copy.
We're finishing up the Percy Jackson and the Olympians series. We're on the last book that we're going to be discussing this week. It's co-hosted by myself and Jason Sully, another Twitch partner. So come on through. We're going to be announcing which book we'll be covering for the next month. So if you want some reading buddies, we're very friendly and we'd love to have you. Thank you so much. This was a heartbreaking episode and I loved it.
Thank you so much. I'm so glad. Murgles?
I'm honestly shocked that I don't currently have mascara tears.
I feel
But
like I
they will
failed.
be happening. No, they will be happening. I'm just keeping it together for the end of the show.
This happened to me.
Yep. Actually, I'm more of a My Chemical Romance girl than a Simple Plan girl, but anyway. Thank you so much for having me. This was an unbelievable gift at a level that I can't say. So, thank you so much. Yes, if you want to come catch me, I stream on Twitch. I'm an animator and a storyboard artist, and I'm making an animated film about feelings and sadness and baths. So if you want to see that film get made, you can come watch me do it live on stream. Yep. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for being here, and thank you for writing the story and allowing me to make fun of you.
Oh my god, any day. Any day.
I appreciate you, Murgles, and I think that your 14-year-old self actually wrote a good story. We just have to clean it up a little bit, and it's a solid story.
Thanks. You're giving me too much confidence. I might just write it now.
Phoebe's laugh is a laugh only earned by a best friend because she knows how much work Murgles has already given herself. That is what that laugh signified. Thank you, Murgles. Luxie.
Oh, hi, that's me. Hi. I'm Luxie Games. Can we just get some hype and chat for the Hufflepuffs? Because the Hufflepuffs don't get anything ever. I'm very sad. How come I got the sad music? Whack, I almost cursed at you. I actually think I've gone the whole time without cursing, which I think is hilarious because I'm the one that curses the most out of all of us outside.
You get
of
it
this.
out. You purge it.
Oh, that's... Hey, if you want to hang out on my stream, you can see me purge all the evil from my body. It spews out like vomit. Just kidding. I'm sorry. I don't know why I said that. I got a little flustered. What a joy it is to be in this show, but also a joy to almost get to kiss Murgles in a show for like the third time.
Babe, we've got 7 years of this, you know?
You never know what could happen. Could be a third time. Ooh. Anyway, sorry. Very excited to be here. Can't wait to see where everyone is year 3 because where will we be? What's gonna happen? I don't know.
Neptune.
I play video games. Neptune?
Sorry. I shouldn't
Oh, we're
have
gonna be
spoiled.
on Neptune. Sorry. Okay. I thought you meant like Mercury in retrograde, but you forgot what it was called, so you just said Neptune.
Just Neptune.
Neptune's in Gatorade. Anyways, I'm playing Red Dead Redemption 2 on the stream. If you like that, come hang out. If you don't, I understand. And on Fridays, I play Stardew Valley. But if you're not, please go watch Zakata Kiss's pin tweet. Thank you very much. Bye.
Thank you, Luxie. Colo.
Hello, I'm Golo. I just need to say that the level of emotion that Nex is at is that we didn't even get the hi today, and like my heart just broke a little bit more to not hear the trademark hi.
It's been a day. It's been a day, Colo.
Give me the hug.
I really do. I think I do. Like I cried a lot.
My heart. Well, this was blimmin' lovely, and it's really nice to be back, and it's really nice to have been back and been a part of this arc as well. My gosh, thank you for bestowing this absolute beastly beautiful piece of art on the world. And Whack, thanks for making fun of Murgles, but simultaneously turning it into something that's been truly a joy. Hi, I'm Golo, and you can find me on the internets, wherever that may be, under the name Hello, it's Colo. And yeah, and I do all kinds of nonsense. I do a lot of community times, hangouts and things like that. You can also find me over on YouTube's, and I stream here on Twitch as well, if you fancy that. We've been talking a lot about trailers and getting hyped for recent games. We've been doing a lot of like community goal setting, like telling each other about what we're gonna do, and that's been really lovely and awesome to kind of like be sort of accountable, but also have the support to do that. So that's been pretty snazzy that we've been doing that lately. And I'm really excited to hopefully get some progress in being able to play games soon, because I have some new parts for my adaptive controller coming, and I'm really hoping that we can get back to games with that. So if you fancy following that journey as well, it would be awesome to have you along. Yeah, that's pretty much it, I think.
Thank you so much for being here, Colo. Last but not least, our very special guest, Pumpkinberry.
Thank you. Hi, I'm PB. You can find me at Twitch and Twitter at Pumpkinberry. I play video games over on my channel, but I also GM here on Table Story. I almost said and play, but I think this is the last thing that I... Yes, so yeah, I GM on Saturdays. Right now I'm GMing a very dark and disturbing MK Ultra style tale called the Cerebrum Project, so you can check that out. But prior to that, I did Gone and Nocturne, just some other things you can check out. But yeah, it was an honor in every sense of the word to be here today and to be given the role of Beanie. I love you, Mercs.
For podcast listeners, Murgle's just made the cross sign at the camera and retreated.
I think that has spawned many gifts. If nobody...
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much, PB. Thank you for being here. I'm Wax Steven. I've been your Headmaster of Doom. I've dragged the players kicking and screaming through the adventure, through this school year, through this special. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here, chat. We appreciate you so much. Much love to you. Thank you for the love and the support. Thank you so much to Zagonicus. Thank you, Nego Oryx. Thank you, Luxie. Thank you, Murgles. Thank you, Colo. And thank you, PB, for being awesome role players. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for being here.
Thank you, Whack. Thank you, Whack.
No problem. Happy to do it. And that's going to wrap up year 2 here, folks. That means we're going to take a bit of a break from Witchcraft and Wizardry for 1 month. 1 month. I'm going to take a break for a month. I'm going to do a bunch of work. Obviously, that's what I do. And I'm going to get a new version of the system done for you with some interesting additions I think you're going to enjoy. Yeah, there's a puberty mechanic. I'll just say that right now.
What is it, like a -1 to confidence?
It's a -1 to everything.
I am not ready to go through puberty a second time. Can I just say?
Well, suck it up, Buttercup.
Oh, wow. What are you, my middle school gym teacher? Yeah.
It's time to play dodgeball.
Oh, no.
Dodgeball and puberty. Everybody get ready. It's a whole section in the book. No. Thank you. Thank you. I'm going to work on a new version of the rule book, and we're going to work on year 3. We're going to work on year 3. Gotta take a little time, make sure I've got a good story for you. I don't want to start things off with year 3 the wrong way. I want to make sure that I've got something cool for you guys again. And thank you, everybody, for joining us. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your Tuesday. We've got Rime of the Frost Maiden on Fridays. That's a D&D 5th edition module that I do with another great cast. It's a super great show, and it gets pretty intense, and the story's just been fantastic. And as PB mentioned on Saturday, we have the Cerebrum Project, which is a polar opposite to the show, I guess. And it will mess up your head quite a bit. But it's good. It's really good. So check it out. And there's even a music video that's happened already, which you need to check out because maybe the best thing ever. Thank you so much, everybody. Peace out. Have a wonderful rest of your Tuesday. Good night. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.